Hello folks, welcome to another Bitcoin market
So related to
analysis
tax concerns,
by
the next finding that we wanted to
Inspocrypto.
highlight is in regards to bankers' thoughts on cybersecurity.
What a day, what
So
a
key
day, what a
finding
day,
number
what a
4,
day. Double
when it
bottom
comes
and
to
let's
internal
go.
risks, cybersecurity
Ride the
remains
bull.
the most important
Well,
for community
why not?
bankers.
Let us
This
try.
holds true from the previous year
While
as well.
DXY
Tom.
is playing a really trying to crash every little party we have, it's just fascinating me how strong USD is being.
You can go back one. Thank you.
And however, I just hope that we can go down to 113 to maybe even a little bit lower to 113, and then let's see what's happening there. While, yeah, you know, I mean, we need to see what's going to happen here.
They are by far the
It's time to go up, but I'm still not convinced. At least Jay or Jeremy, Jerome, however, Powell didn't speak today. Or at least he had a little show of 50 minutes just to say a welcome to the Community Banking Research Conference, where I'm right now watching. It's very interesting because they are, the banking community is just talking about their issues, problems, yeah, how to fix them in the future, what could be the next level of banking. And just a few minutes ago they talked about cryptocurrency, so crypto in general, and how important is to adapt the banking infrastructure to cryptos to provide them to their customers. And they did just something like a poll. It was much more, it was. I'm just checking it. It was a poll, and 80% of their members said it's not important at all. Wow. And that's relatively new. Okay, that was surprising me a little bit. Well, I mean, as mentioned yesterday, also in my introduction, banks are companies. They look to make money with that, and if they see that the costs for implementation are bigger than the opportunity to make big gains with that, they are not going to do it. I mean, it makes sense. At the moment, they are not convinced it would make sense. That's at least what they are telling here in this conference. It's a 2 days conference. You have to register for it. I did. It looks great, very interesting. However, that's what's what I want to tell you. 80%, that was really surprising me. Well, related to the XY, we can see the Euro-US dollar pair, and we can see that they are lifting up. So the Euro is trying to push up back to $1 at least. I hope that would be good for the Euro at least, and also good for Bitcoin, crypto in general, and also SPY, something that hopefully we can lift up a little bit more. And then we need to see what's going to happen. So only just because we go up, we need to see how strong bulls will react, because I'm not really convinced yet that bulls are strong enough, because they showed in the last recent days that they are very too weak. But maybe they show now a little bit more strength. That would be cool. So let us go forward and just go directly to the wealth ratio, 30 days moving average, for example. As we see, it's declining once again, 44 yesterday, so no big at all. So also here it means we are going to flip. Depends on what's going to happen today. At the moment, everything looks very quiet. So Bitcoin going up, that's very good. I closed my head short. My long is on the way. We'll see really how far they want to go. At least I would expect then to visit 20k once again, and hopefully we can have a break there to 2022 as just mentioned a few days ago. And then if they think it's a nice opportunity to dump, okay, it's fine, it's fine. So we will see. But yeah, the wealth ratio one day, as mentioned, 44. If we take the 30 days moving average, still at 50, at 49, so it's still too high, just too high. So I would expect, if we are done, I would expect to go more down, more down, more down, but I would expect such a move if we are detecting big accumulation in one entity. I did yesterday, once again, a full analysis, and it doesn't look like, absolutely not. It does not look good at all. However, let us go forward and let me check. I guess I need to refresh the site. So here we go. We can see that while Bitcoin is lifting up, also the wealth ratio 30 hours moving average is waking up, because we are right now above 90 at 94. That's big, indicating they are ascending once again. Just Bitcoins to spot exchanges. We also see from just 2 days ago where the stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges lifted up. Since then, it maintains at a level while the stablecoin supply is still declining. So not good at all. At least it's not indicating midterm. That looks great. I would be very careful here what's going to happen. I mean, I would be careful right now. Everything looks great. I would expect 20,200, and then we need to see what's going to happen. So that's it related to the wealth ratio. Let us go forward and check what's going to happen to the other indicators. Just one thing is, and that's critical, we are above of 90. So indicating they could start to distribute their way up, send more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges, maintain there. We have received almost 7,500 Bitcoins to derivative exchanges, to Binance today. So and you know, we need to be careful if they are not going to shift part of them to spot to sell. So we need to see. However, everything above of 90 related to the wealth ratio 30 hours moving average, it's not big. It's not cool. Sorry, it's not bullish. So let us go forward. So we see here this cluster. It was very active related to spot inflows, while it maintained here very flat, now lifting up, indicating they are selling. So it was also a preparation with the expectation that we will lift up. And right now we can see we can't see that. I don't know why CryptoQuant is having some problems. Now we can see that. Okay.
Sure.
So not big at all. We are not talking about the same volume we had just a few weeks or months ago. In the last 2 hours we received almost 2,000, so let us say 3,000 Bitcoins. That's big. Absolutely. So also indicating these guys are going just to distribute the way up. We had here a bigger outflow, indicating they started to sell and buyers are withdrawing their Bitcoins. while, yeah, the stablecoin inflows maintains relatively flat. The last one was 10 millions. That's not big enough. So 20,200, and I would be very careful there. What's going to happen there? That will be my point of interest, because if we are going to failure, that would be a big double top. They love to make this very simple formations, and if we are going to do a double top there, wow, that could be extremely dangerous for bulls, so we need to be extremely careful just because of that. Let us go forward. So let us see. Funding rate, nothing big happened here, nothing big, but that was once again a nice shakeout. So they shaked out leverage ratio, funding rate lifting up, demanding more longs, demanding more shorts, demanding more longs. At the moment, these guys are at least, I mean, as you see, it wasn't that bad. They started to demand more shorts and the price afterwards started to decline. Now demanding more longs, the price is going up, so not bad at all. And you can see here stablecoin inflows lifted up a lot, while right now more bitcoins here a little bit, but here that was big. The first time since a while that we are seeing such a big move. So we are talking here a bit 76 million stablecoin. The biggest one was here 170 millions. That was just 2 days ago. No, yesterday. Sorry. Well, almost 2 days ago. And just a few hours ago, we received 8,700 bitcoins. 8,700 bitcoins to derivative exchanges, while we lifted up already, and so people were just expecting to go up even more. But if we check, for example, the open interest, after it recovered very well, it dumped very hard, and now it's recovering slowly. And the same happened to the leverage ratio, only that the leverage ratio once again just lifted up and declined while they started to lift up to pump the Bitcoin price, indicating they liquidated high leverage shorts. So let us go forward, and we can see liquidation of shorts, liquidation of shorts, liquidation of longs, liquidation of longs, liquidation of shorts. Not big at all, absolutely not. This one was much more bigger, so it seems that the market, many were expecting to go up, and afterwards they dumped once again. It was a nice shakeout. Shakeout here, no shakeout here. Even not big, it will be big as soon as go up. So at the moment this information is not illustrated here yet, and something it should happen. Open interest, as you can see, lifting up, leverage ratio, that was just a big difference here, and funding rate was declining, so it makes sense that they are starting to liquidate shorts at the moment. That's the aggregated view. We have the Binance view, and looks very similar. Also here, leverage ratio dumped here, so also indicating they liquidated a lot of late high leverage shorts, while the open interest declined a little bit and lifting up, while the funding rate from here indicating they are now demanding more longs. So also very interesting. So let us go and check what's happening here, while I can
in terms of what the survey offered this year. It was really a place to kind of talk about the future of community banking, and that's where we saw a lot of respondents.
So shorts, longs. I mean, if we check, that's a big difference. Well, it is. It's changing at the moment, indicating shorts are coming while we are lifting up. Something that's absolutely normal, it seems. So people at the moment, and that's the big problem we have on both sides now, is they're more to the downside, creating a comfortable price level of trust. What does that mean?
This question's for Tom.
You bounce 5 times there, you will bounce a 6th time there, a 7th time there, an 8th time there, a 9th time there, and that's what you will think. But when you are thinking it and you're placing you long, once you will fail. We will go down more. That's, in my opinion, something that's pure psychological. So they are playing with that, they know that. So we are push the price down. We are just let the price below 19 and then start to bounce. We can do that 4 times, 5 times. People will feel very familiar and very comfortable. They will place longs, and at a certain moment they will just nuke it from there and liquidate all people. Of course, the same can happen when every time when we bounce from here, we are starting, as you can see, to play shorts. But if we take a ratio between the case of the bottom of 18,519, you know, every time when we bounce there, we have a huge amount of longs, a huge amount that we, until today, we didn't reach with shorts. So the big question is, if it's only shake out, we can play this game many times. We will go up a little bit more to 20,000 maybe, then maintain there. They will place more shorts, more shorts, more shorts, more longs, more longs, more longs. Shake out both sides. Go down, go up afterwards once again. We need to see, but I don't like that. That looks like they are planning a trap. I don't know if that's going to be a trap to the upside or to the downside. That's something I don't know. I still think we are not going to make a new bottom this year. I still think that. But option traders were, for example, placing bets against me, indicating they are expecting even to go lower of 17k. So we need to see, but you know, that here is not looking great, absolutely not, and we need to be very careful with that. So after we liquidated the cluster we had very close to the price, now we have another one at 19.6. The next one would be at 20,300, but the huge one is at 28k. As you see, even on Binance, liquidation cluster more in favor of shorts than of longs, because it looks just less, much less. So also here we need to see what's going to happen. Let us check and compare that with FTX, what these guys are doing.
Those 5 bankers who participated in our 5 questions for 5 bankers series. And I'll just remind everyone, the survey is available online and also out in the lobby on our kiosk.
And it looks once again completely different, at least in volume. But liquidations much less than last time. However, we have here more longs, low leverage, while shorts really not big at all, absolutely not big at all. So I don't know why I'm indicating this decouple from FTX and Binance, because in the future it was looking very similar. I don't know why it changed. Okay, anyway, let us go and check what option traders are doing. So let us see what's happening here. What is FTX doing? For example, if we check, they started relatively late to jump in. First of all, they were the main. When I see something, you know, you see the aggregated CBD spot looking like a usually an good looking curve to the upside. And then you see what FTX did, just up and down, and who followed? Bitcoin collateral futures and stablecoin futures. So indicating that, well, FTX making their kind of deals even tiny ones. However, also here right now reducing a little bit the pace to the upside, so buying less than before. You can see here they had a big volume in purchases, so but 19.5 we need, as you know, 19.5, 20,000, even 20,500 could be a problem, but 20,000, if we maintain above of 20k and could bounce to the upside, it could send us directly to 25k. So we need to be very careful, because then 20k is going to be the support, 25k is going to be our resistance and would act as a magnet. So we need to be extremely careful here. Next one, Binance. Binance, as mentioned, it was mainly FTX, so it doesn't appear here. Once again, due the liquidity and volume, Binance here driving the aggregated one. Someone is buying bigger than even Binance. If I check that, we need to see how. I can imagine that's Coinbase once again. But however, Binance started to buy even. If we check here, the CBD started to lift up when we were at a price of 18.6. So not bad at all. They started in a very good moment just to buy more. So we see here right now that's Bitfinex. Bitfinex not doing anything. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And well, I mean, Coinbase. Yeah, and Coinbase, look, I mean, they started, after they distributed, they started to buy once again. Here, also followed a little bit this little dump, and afterwards they started even before Binance to lift up in CBD, indicating that that explains why the aggregated CBD is lifting up in that pace, while it wasn't Binance that was pushing to the upside. So yes, let us take a look as usual to our entities. We can see that retailers here, everyone with less than 1 Bitcoin is not doing anything, looks neutral. These guys lifting up after they declined. These guys declining, okay, that's wondering a little bit. So indicating, I would say, wallets with less than 100 Bitcoins at the moment more a little bit declining than going up. These guys here, wow, okay, that's crazy. They are declining. That's surprising me, because usually these guys push the price up to sell the top, but they are selling while the price is going up. That's very interesting. Market maker entities right now indicating, well, they raised a little bit their balances. It was at 4,860,000, now indicating 4,870,000. I can even tell you the correct and detailed price balance. Takes just a little bit. Yes. So give me here. We have there 4,869,000. Relaxing the deposit market-based HHI threshold. That's very interesting. To reflect the increased competitive influence. And yeah, the next one, as we know, are those more related to exchanges, and as you see, they are pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. That's not good at all. Absolutely not. Could indicate these guys are sending, not at the moment sending those to centralized exchanges. And yeah, that's not good. absolutely not good at all.
Since 2006, the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis has supported
we need to see, because also if we check, for example, the price action every time that happens, and that's also an indicator that these guys are centralized exchanges. Every time when it lifted up, the price dumped afterwards. Oops. And that's also an indicator that's centralized exchanges behind these entities. Oh no, oh, what? Oh no, okay, it was correct. So when it's going up, we need to be extremely careful, because usually, like that happened also here, for example, it went up, afterwards we dumped. We need to be extremely careful with these entities. I remember this one was, they shifted just from one wallet to another, so nothing big, but we need to be extremely careful. What I don't like at all is what the market maker is doing here. It's just, you know, that looks really horrible. So, wow, we need to see. Let me check if we have something else. Oh yeah, market maker once again sent those, you remember I told almost 8,000 bitcoins to derivative exchanges. Here the fund flow almost 6, 7. So usually he is pushing up, making more bitcoins, maintaining these bitcoins on centralized exchanges, and then they use them also to dump the price afterwards. Right now, after they went up, you can see that here, for example, the reserves, Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges declined, lifted up once again. It's declining right now while they are distributing. Well, and then activity on spot and derivative exchanges declining even more and more and more and more. That's continuous. What's happening there right now? Also here indicating more OTC activity at the moment. Also here I would be extremely careful when OTC is active. We had that in the past. We went down afterwards, so we need to be also here very careful. Okay, let us go forward. So let us see what exchange walls are doing here. Nothing since yesterday, absolutely nothing new. They didn't reinforce or even decline in volume. Let me check. No, since yesterday, nothing. Not yet. Not yet. Only here at 22K, they are placing a little bit more sell volume, but that's it. What we can see here is a lot of green bars indicating bigger volume, but yeah, I mean, that's, let me check what they did. So the last one, 3,500 bitcoins volume in 1 hour. Peanuts. Deribit. Okay, Deribit, they're blocking the way. It seems they want to push up more, but also here nothing big saying. The next bigger wall will be at 19.8. But you know, here Algo's playing. Nothing. Bitstamp.
We're gonna watch TV and movies and buy a lamp and buy a book or whatever.
Nothing. Still waiting there with a lot of liquidity, but nothing has changed since yesterday. Well, they removed here some liquidity, it seems, but that's it.
Let's throw the whole thing out.
Binance.
We don't really know what the model is. We don't know if
they removed liquidity at 11, they removed liquidity at 13, but nothing big changed. At the moment, selling more than buying. Negative volume delta.
This paper right here, it's going to be out
And we can see that they, yeah, 19.5 once again. So it's not going to be just an easy way up at 19.5. As you can see, they are blocking with 500 Bitcoins. And then after at 20k, and 20k is in my opinion going to be the big challenge. Afterwards they remove the wall at 22k. Even we have some walls there, nothing big at 25k at the moment. So also here we need to see what's going to happen, but you know, we can go down now to 19.3, then go up again. But yeah, they were waiting there with volume. Bitfinex spot. What is Bitfinex doing? Nothing. Since yesterday, absolute no big changes. Also here trying to push the price to the upside.
And so we are about
FTX
to take
perp.
our first break of the conference. So we are going to start promptly.
More liquidity at 17.8. Wow, more liquidity between 15 and 11. That's new since today.
Before we break, and kind of in this spirit of high caliber research, I'd like to note that we have 9 papers being presented in this room as part of the conference. But there are 2 that are being presented outside the conference facility.
Interesting.
So 2 of our authors, Nati Amron Siripanich from the Federal Reserve
and
Bank of Philadelphia,
yeah, also 20k right now, 19.5, so looks similar to Binance. Kraken removed liquidity to the downside, still waiting here at 18k, but also nothing to the upside. We have here sell orders as you see, but nothing big. The biggest one would be at 22. BitMEX.
So again, we'll see you all back here now in about 22 minutes for our first research
also here
session.
bringing liquidity at 13.5. Remove this one since a week now. Yeah, nothing special here. Also waiting at 20,500. Yeah, they removed also sell orders here, as you see. Binance futures. Oh, okay. Waiting there with longs, nothing to the outside. Oh, that doesn't look great, to be honest. I think I will start to to create just a little short to hedge my long. Doesn't look solid. Bitfinex derivatives. Nothing, just here volume, but nothing big to the upside. Also here, for example, wow, I mean, that's Bitfinex perp. That's not even spot. 32 Bitcoins volume, 1 candle, 62, 68. Is Bitfinex still alive? That looks, wow, really sad. Kraken. Nothing big here at all. They had a big volume here, so indicating they were just shorting here a lot. FTX spot.
You heard it? Okay.
Also
the recording has stopped.
Bringing liquidity to the downside. We will see that.
Oh, higher. Okay.
We hear y'all.
Like on perp.
Okay, cool.
Also interesting. Reinforcing that area. I would love to see Bitcoin go up to 20,300. Give us a nice opportunity to go short, and then from Let us make new bottoms. I really don't care anymore. But let us do something. So let me check if we can see here. $21.7, $21.5. Okay. So that's it. So also here nothing big. I mean, they are selling at the moment, but you know, they had here a big purchase, volume delta 1000 Bitcoin. That's a lot for FTX, really a lot. Let us make another visit to Binance once again. And yeah, a lot of hide and sell orders there, but nothing big. And I'm wondering what they are doing here. I don't like that. I absolutely don't like that. Okay, that's it.